Hi yogis, welcome to another cannabis yoga video with me, Anjali. In today's class, we'll be doing a short stretch to release tension in our texty wrists and fingers. You'll find this practice useful if you're one of the many people working from home right now and using social media and phones more to stay connected and entertained. This would be a really great practice to enjoy with an indica leaning strain because of that body awareness. And if you have topicals like I do, you might like to give yourself a massage here to get those anti-inflammatory cannabinoids working, but you can do without. And just find a comfortable space where you have enough space to be on your hands and knees, and I'll meet you there. So find a comfortable seat, whether you're sitting in a chair or on the floor, and bring your palms together in Anjali mudra, the position that we usually open and close our yoga practice with. And you'll press your hands into each other, relax your shoulders while letting your elbows splay outward. And this stretch really gets into the wrist, so rather than the more passive Anjali mudra that we're used to, this can be felt all the way up into your shoulders. So if you had wings, they'd be fully open overhead. Slowly release, and let's take reverse namaste. So try to keep the heels of your hands touching and your pinky fingers as close to the center of your chest as feels good. Bringing your awareness to your shoulders and that wing analogy again. So if you had wings, they'd be draped down by your sides. Sometimes imagery helps, especially when we've consumed some plant medicine. If it doesn't help, just let it go. Release the tension around your body. Try not to just shift the tension from one place to the other. Just really release. There we go, release that shape. Reach your hands out in front of you and ball your fists, bringing your thumbs into the middle of your hands. Slowly nod your fists up and down, and eventually just letting your wrist tip forward. Stretching through the thumb line all the way down to your wrist. Letting your grip be relatively gentle. And just release your hands down into your lap, bringing your thumb and your first finger together. Inhale. And as you exhale, bring your thumb and your second finger together. Moving with the breath, thumb to third finger. Thumb to fourth finger. And then slowly release. Close and open the fists. Reach your left palm out front with your palm facing away and fingertips pointing down. With the fingers on your right hand, just weigh down your left pinky finger, your third finger, second finger, just going slowly, making your way all the way to your thumb. Just giving our fingers a range of motion different from what we usually do. Once you're complete, go over to the other side. Just moving slowly and with intention through each finger. Shake out your wrists. And make your hands into fists, nodding them up and down. Then make your hands into claws, keep nodding them up and down. And make your hands into beaks. And open and close your hands as if they're little bird mouths. Bring your thumb and 2 middle fingers together. And keep flapping those beaks. As the beak closes, just wiggle your extended fingers. Little snail pose. And slowly release with a shake. Bring your inner wrists together and start to make little circles while keeping your wrists together. Just moving slowly, as if you're churning butter. And getting a bit of a shoulder stretch here too. Switch the direction of your circles. Just keeping this practice sweet and simple. It is a really accessible way to practice yoga, and as long as you're breathing with awareness, that's your yoga practice. It doesn't have to be super elaborate. Come to a tabletop pose. Maybe have something underneath your knees if you're on a hard floor. And take a cow pose, dropping your belly towards the floor. And as you take cat pose, turn your fingers outwards. Keep moving through cat and cow pose with your fingertips turned outwards. And you might want to turn the fingers of one or both hands towards you as you move through cat-cow. If both of your fingers are turned towards you, you're feeling a little bit of a deeper stretch through your forearms. Stay here, or for a little bit more, you can turn the fingertips of one hand back forward and then just lean your weight towards your heels, just until you feel a stretch in your forearm that feels good for you. Just finding movement in and out of the sensation. Slowly release and do the same on the other side. And it's perfectly fine to stay more still if you don't want to deepen the stretch. Release to a neutral tabletop pose for a moment, and then bring your back of your left hand to the floor so that your fingertips point towards your right wrist. Not pressing down into your wrist, but letting your arm be heavy. Gently release and bring the back of the right hand down onto the floor, fingertips pointing towards your left wrist. And slowly release, sitting back onto your heels. Interlace your fingers and reach your palms away from you. Just one last little stretch for the fingers and wrists and chest and shoulders. Release that stretch and find whatever movement feels good for a few moments. Let your hands relax into your lap and close your eyes. Just letting yourself feel the effects of this practice and of any cannabis you might have consumed. Stay here for as long as you need, and let any sensations of ease and calm spill off of your mat into the rest of your day. Thank you for sharing your practice with me. See you soon.